What is up, everybody? Hey there, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Switch Report. Today, I'm coming at you with an issue that I have with a recently released game, one of which being New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch. Now, this is not the Switch copy because I have actually decided not to purchase that game until maybe I see it used later on, and I just want to pick it up because I want a complete Switch collection, but that game is going to be in no short supply. So, what we're going to do is talk about the aesthetics of this game and reasons why I think that it was a poor choice to port it over to the Nintendo Switch, and what games I think would have been a better option for them to bring over. So let's hop right into it. First thing is the aesthetic of this game. I mean, you can tell by the front of the box that not much has even changed from the original Nintendo DS New Super Mario Bros. Games. The art style is nice, it's clean, but at this point, it looks too clean. It makes it look almost like a really cheap game. And that's the first thing that throws you off with the $60 price tag for a port. Because this game almost looks like a Flash style game at this point. Like one of those games you'd play on a free game website, like addictinggames.com or 123 Games or something like that. It just looks too clean because they've used it for so long now that it was nice when they used this art style on the DS because that system did not render 3D polygons well. It was just the matter of the fact. But it did do lower polygon 3D models and 2D sprites together really well. It ran well and it looked impressive actually for the DS. But now 10 years later down the line, however many years it's been now, it just looks dated. It doesn't look like a modern game. And I understand that it is a port, so it's not going to look like a modern game in most cases since this isn't a remaster of a game. But there's more to it than that. It can have lighting differences, and they could have at least tried to clean the game up to not look as cheap. But with that being said, I'm going to hop right into the gameplay portion of the game and just say it's Mario. It's straight up a classic 2D Mario game. There's nothing wrong with that. But I will say the actual level selection in this game seems to be lackluster for me. There are Mario games that have had much more creative levels, and I think there's actually a clip from Video Game Donkey that I'm going to play right now that'll show exactly what I'm talking about.
Quick, let's do an experiment. Now I just showed you 3 levels from Donkey Kong versus 1 from Mario, right? Right? Wrong! You have fallen for my biggest trap yet. That was 3 Mario levels and only 1 from Tropical Freeze. Now don't you feel stupid?
So, there was that clip, and you see right there, it proves my point. Those levels looked the exact same. And the fact that that 1 level from Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze looked like it had more variation than most of the levels inside of the New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, that's a freaking mouthful, just proves my point that the level and game design is it just feels dated. This is not something that needs to happen on a port, and it was a game that, while it was received well back then, it was still not everyone's cup of tea. Granted, this game is selling better than the Wii U version of this game, and that's saying something because this was a launch title for the Wii U. So that's saying a lot right there. But with that being said, that's my personal opinion. Others can feel differently, and I understand if you haven't played that game, then it can be very enticing if you just want a classic 2D style Mario. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into the selection of games that I think would have been a better choice by far than New Super Mario Bros. U. So, first game I'm going to talk about is Super Mario 3D World. This game right here is literally everything that this game isn't. It is 3D, it has tons of variation, and it's just an all-around better game in my opinion. Whether it be cooperatively or whether it just be music department, this game has an awesome soundtrack. First thing is, the level design inside of this game is way more varied. I mean, there's just so much pop to the different levels inside of this game, and the world in it is absolutely gorgeous. Plus, the drop-in, drop-out co-op of this game is amazing. I much prefer this co-op over the 2D style. The 2D works very well on, say, 2 people playing, but once you get 4, it becomes absolute chaos, which can be fun, but if you're trying to make any progress at all, it is just not a good time. But with this game, everyone kind of has that independent view because it's kind of got that 3D isometric view that it works really well, and there's a bunch of levels that actually utilize more than 2 people. It's really nice. It has a great game design and such original ideas. Like, I don't know why this isn't on the Switch yet. It is amazing. But with that being said, this game is not super long. It is a lot of fun, it's not super long, and it's still not a game that I think they could have charged $60 for. I mean, $60 on a port is asking a lot anyways, but if you haven't done much to the title, man, it has to be an amazing game. And I'm not saying that New Super Mario Bros. U isn't a good game, because it absolutely is. But it is not a $60 game. This should have come out and been a $40 package. This should have been like a Captain Toad. And I want to say that game was $40. I could be wrong. Maybe it was more, maybe it was less, but Captain Toad has tons of content, and it's also a different style of game. It was for a different demographic. But let's just move on to the next title before I get way too far into it. So the one that I think could have easily come out and $60 would have been perfectly fine. It would have been more than fine because it's endless content. That game being Super Mario Maker. This game right here is so jam-packed full of original content, and then it has an online community. If you don't know what Super Mario Maker is, I don't know where you've been. I'm not really going to explain much about it, pretty much. It's a Mario game where you can make your own Mario levels and share them online with other people. I really think this game is coming to the Switch eventually, but I really think this should have been the one that came out now. Not only do I think it would sell more copies, I think it would have been an instant hit, but you can use the original style of Mario Brothers from the NES all the way up to the new Super Mario Bros. U graphical style from the Wii U. And with people being able to make their own levels, that is a vast, endless amount of content. And that is a much more enticing package for me to purchase personally than a game that I can't make my own levels in and it still looks dated. Granted, I'm not going to say that this isn't going to look dated, but there's a difference when you have so much endless original content that's being made by a community and it's coming out for free. This game, it's done. Like, whenever, like, they're not going to come out with any new maps for this game. That's it. What we got is it for $60. This would have been a steal for $40, but man, this is the real game that should have come to the Switch now, because this game is absolutely incredible. It's super fun to make stuff on. There's tons of maps that they could have moved over from the browser on the Wii U, and this game would have reached a larger demographic than the Wii U version did anyways, even though it still has a ton of content. And I would have easily paid $60 for this. Easy. No problem. Day one pickup for me. With that being said, guys, I really don't hate this game. I actually think it is a fun 2D Mario game, and I know it comes off aggressive when I say all these things about this game, but that is legitimately how I feel. I really hope that you guys have been enjoying this video and the content that I've been putting out recently. I'm trying to clean up the videos and make everything more professional. I'm working on getting studio lights in here so we can have better lighting, and I'm gonna work on getting foam around the wall so you guys don't have to hear this terrible echo that I know you have to deal with. But alright guys, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think. If you think that game is totally worth $60, just give me your opinions. Tell me, do you not regret buying the game? Is it a great decision that you made for yourself? Or if you do regret buying it, let other people know and let your voice be heard. I mean, because the way that we let Nintendo know what we want is you either have to get extremely loud or you have to speak with your wallet. But with that being said, guys, I really hope that you enjoy this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I release videos like this every Wednesday and Thursday. You have a fantastic day, and Switch Report out.